Hello, everyone. In this video, we will be reviewing the SANE program quarterly reporting form that is specific to state funds. Here I have the report template already pulled up, but you can also find this template on the Grants Management System under the Files tab of your specific award. The template has 4 tabs down at the bottom, so make sure you are navigating through the entire Excel document to not miss any required information. The cover sheet shows the reporting schedule here. Each report is due 30 days after their respective quarter. Moving over to the demographics tab, go to the top here. You're going to complete 5 categories here. These questions were designed so that you could easily pull a report from your FEMR database and enter the information here. The first category is asking the number of victims you served in the quarter. It is broken up by new victims, meaning you provided services based on a new incident of sexual assault that quarter, and total number of victims, meaning all of the victims you served that quarter, including new victims and any others that may have received follow-up care from a previous quarter. Throughout the document, there are instructions provided by hovering over the red arrows. For example, under new victims, only new victims provided services this quarter. This can include a sexual assault forensic exam or phone consultation with a sexual assault victim. Victims counted in this category must have been provided direct services, and this does not include information provided to a victim through a third party. Moving down this sheet, for all other categories, you are only going to be reporting on your new victims. Ensure that you are entering your information into the correct quarters column, so quarter 1, quarter 2, and ensure that you are matching your total for each of these to your new victims. So the total entered in quarter 1 here should match the number that you entered for new victims under quarter 1 here. And you're going to do that for each category. So we have race and ethnicity, gender, age, and victimization type. Moving over to the scope of work now. Many of the categories in this section come directly from the scope of work that your SANE program agreed to provide by taking the state funds, and these were developed with the help of the SANE director at UCASA. Some of these items not all programs will provide, so that's okay, but please answer all questions that apply to your program. You'll also find instructions by hovering over the red arrows here for each one of these. Maybe sometimes I have to click on it. All right, for this section, you are going to put in your quantitative data for each quarter. So for example, the number of follow-up calls if your program does that. And then you can use the narrative box below to explain the data if needed. Coming down to trainings attended. So this is going to be any trainings that your staff or SANE nurses have attended as part of your requirements of the scope of work. We do ask that you list what trainings were attended. How many SART or sexual assault response team meetings were attended by your staff? And if your program provides any collaborative or outreach efforts beyond what we've already talked about here. So this might be a presentation to the community about your SANE program or meeting with a community partner to enhance victim services. And then last, participation in technical assistance and peer review. I do encourage you to look at the instructions here as it does incorporate a lot of different activities. One is the program leads should attend at least 4 UCASA SANE meetings. So that would be one activity. Programs should hold quarterly team meetings with their own SANE programs. That's another activity. And then peer review of all charts should be completed within 30 days of case completion. So your peer review activities. All of those can be listed here, but then please take the narrative section and explain what that data means. That's the scope of work. And last, we'll move over to the narrative section. There's only 3 questions here, and these really do help us in looking at future funding decisions and what barriers we need to address. So answer those as best you can throughout the quarters. And so that is the report. Come back over to the cover sheet. Once everything is completed, you're going to email that to your grant analyst, or you can upload it into your files tab and then email your analyst to let them know that that's complete. So say you fill out quarter 1, the next quarter that you fill out, you're going to pull up the same report that you worked in, and you're going to fill out column 2. That way, all of your data is going to total across all columns. And at the end of the year, we will have a full picture to look at. Please reach out to your analyst if you have any questions. Thank you.